the topic of this discussion is that cricket is gaining at the cost of other sports in India. I'd give this fact a reason because cricket dominates the Indian sports landscape. It does this by uh, more media coverage, more sponsorship and funding, and also because of the massive success of other IPL leagues in India. Uh, this concentration of resources takes away the opportunity, especially the financial cost for other sports. And uh, because of this, niche sports struggle and they don't get the required infrastructure and visibility to promote them within India. Uh, Also, this is something which hinders the development in other sports as well because a lot of people are more inclined towards becoming cricketers rather than other sports person. We have seen this trend decline a little bit though because after the triumph of PV Sindhu in the recent Olympics in badminton, and we saw that people started getting more interest towards badminton. Also, we see that there are some football leagues coming up. Like there's this case which is going on right now, wherein people from Kashmir are trying to promote football and trying to get more attraction towards football as well. Not only that, a lot of Gen Z people are very much interested in various other sports as well, and that is why this trend is decreasing a little bit as well.
Yes, Asmita, Sarang, what are your views?
Yes, as Ayush said, we India it is always has been known for a cricket loving nation, given the success and popularity of the sport. But we can also see that this dominance has come at the cost of other sports in I think every department. If we talk about sponsorships, which is again one of the very important things in our sports arena, because without sponsorships, without government fundings, you cannot possibly promote a sport nationally or internationally. And we have seen that sponsors and even like government fundings has always been more inclined towards cricket. But as here I said again, that with time, to from like 6, 7, 8 years, as we are seeing that in Olympics also today, in so many other sports, so many Indians are getting so much recognition. And I think that has created a new spirit in our country. People are not just looking at, uh, they just don't give the example of cricket when they talk about sports. They talk about badminton, wrestling, gymnastics, and so much more. I think one of the reasons, um, you know, we see youngsters, especially not just, I would not say young boys and girls nowadays, but previously, if we talk,
Yes, Kaushani, Sarang.
What I believe is that cricket has succeeded in India as a sport mainly because of the mindset of the people. As you know, that cricket was one of the first sports in which India gained success from the 1983 World Cup. So it is from that time
Sarang,
it has been.
your voice not
Yes,
clear at all, Sarang.
it's not. I'll wait. I'll just adjust my.
Kaushani. Yes, Kaushani. Are
Sir,
you?
is it clear now?
No,
My voice.
slightly.
So what I was saying is that the reason for success of cricket in India is mainly because of the mindset of the people. It has been ingrained from the past that, as we know, the cricket was one of the first sport in which India gained success right from the 1983 World Cup. So it has been ingrained from that time that in cricket is one of the most popular sports in India. And obviously, the media coverage which the cricket gets overshadows other sports. But as they said earlier, that in the recent times we are seeing increasing popularity towards sports like badminton and football, and also some new sports coming up like paddle and pickleball. So I guess nowadays government is allocating the resources and funds in a more structured manner towards other sports. So the development of other sports is also going hand in hand with cricket.
Anything to add, Ayush?
Not really, sir.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah,
okay.
Sarang.
Telling that one more thing, which is that the investors get more return on cricket because if you see media coverage, cricket obviously has more payout and that the sponsorship broadcast fees are high for cricket as compared to other sports. So investors are willing to invest in those media channels which are broadcasting cricket and all.
Yeah. See, if you go back maybe 50, 60 years ago, you will find that hockey used to be the most popular sport in India. And that time, sports was not a money making occupation. So, over a period, then rules of the game changed, and hockey started being played on AstroTurf and all that, and India started sliding down the rankings. Popularity started going down. Wrestling also at one point of time was very popular with Dara Singh as an iconic wrestler from India who was never defeated. But after the World Cup win in 1983, uh, before that also cricket was a popular sport in India, and it is kind of a flexible sport. You know, you can play in the pada or gully and have 5 overs, 10 overs matches, half an hour, 1 hour, and it's over. So after the win of the Indian team in World Cup 1983, and then Ravi Shastri winning an Audi car in 1987 or 85, I think, in Benson and Hedges, really started getting more attention, more focus. So the money started flowing into the game. It's not that money was always there in the game, but yes, cricket has been a popular sport in India, no doubt. But the government doesn't fund cricket in India, as was being said by some of you, because BCCI is a private entity. It is not a government entity. You would have seen in the film Chak De India that Indian women's team was treated miserably, and then they started winning the matches. And when they reached a certain level in the tournament, then they were provided shoes. That was the state of athletics also in India. Athletes used to play, hockey players especially, they used to play without shoes. And unfortunately, most of the sporting federations in India, most of the money that the government used to give used to be spent away in administration and giving perks to the administrators and bureaucrats rather than the players. There have been instances when players are cramped in small 10 by 10 rooms with 4 or 5 of them staying together with no water, no toilets, and while the officers and administrators are staying in air conditioned rooms, basic equipment being denied to them. Then the example of wrestling and javelin and boxing. That started happening in India, especially in Haryana, because Ellen Mitchell started an academy there. So once people started winning in those sports, some focus went there also, because not everybody wants to play cricket only. There are many people who are getting into these sports also. The other thing is that there each country has its own favorite sport. Like in USA, basketball is very, very popular. So whoever is playing basketball and is doing well there, he'll make loads of money. So in India, cricket is doing that, having that role. And you would have seen that nowadays there are a lot of tournaments in football also which are sponsored. There is a Kabaddi League also which is being sponsored. So people are getting into those. So we cannot say that cricket is taking away anything from these sports. But like you all said, because it is more popular, it has got more money, more glamour, more wider coverage. That's why uh, that's why more people are watching it and enjoying it. But that doesn't mean it is taking away from other sports, because we find that when some other sport is being played, for example, uh, badminton maybe, or the Olympics are going on, then people do watch those things also, because people basically want to be entertained and they want to see human endeavor and human achievements, and that's how things work. So blaming cricket for other sports not doing well may not be the right thing, but yes, cricket does get the lion's share of the resources because of the return on investments and other things, right? Anybody has any questions? So, Ayush, when is your interview?
No, I have not got any interview calls yet, sir.
Not yet, na. And Sarang, yours is on third. So Sarang, tomorrow we'll do an interview with you.
Okay, sir.